Give it all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HALAL, the honest to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And it's sincere shalom to the darkness out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. It's going to be a really quick video on a question that we got to, before, like maybe a couple years, like it had been a few years ago. We haven't really, had this question as of lately. But it's just a really simple question, really simple answer. That's why this video is not going to be that long. It's not really not very much to go into. The question is actually in this scripture here, so we want to just start off with that. Matthew chapter 24 verse 1, and if you've been reading just now, then you will know where I'm going at with this. It says, in Yahawashi, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ, it says, and Yahawashi went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for the to shew him the buildings of the temple. And Yahawashi said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Okay, now here's the question here, verse 3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So that is the question right there. They're pretty much just asking him, which is, it said what he's asking. What are they asking him? They're asking him, well, we know all these things is going to come to pass. We know, kind of like today, we say these things are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? When is the Lord going to return? Right? When is the Lord going to return? What time are we in? How close are we? Right? You can't give an exact time or date when the Most High is going to send His Son, because Yahawashi, who in the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ, don't even know when His Father is going to send Him. You know what I'm saying? He's waiting just like we are. You know what I'm saying? He's waiting just like we are. So, but He gave us a time chart as to what the scriptures in Second Ezra says, measure thou the time diligently in itself. How are you measuring the time? You measure the time by looking at prophecy. This is why we go into prophecy. This is why Great Millstone, we go into prophecy very, very, very much, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't stress prophecy enough, because prophecy is going to determine and going to tell you what time we in and how close are we to this thing, man. That's how we could say, yeah, time is close. It's getting close, man. You know what I'm saying? These things that's happening around the world is ramping up. Things are ramping up really, really fast. You know what I'm saying? Really drastically. Okay? That's how we could tell what time we in, what time period. You know what I'm saying? How close we are. Right? Even though you can't give an exact time or date, the Lord gave us a time, like what to look out for, things to look out for, to answer that question for you. Well, what time am I in? Well, look at the prophecies. Okay? Look at prophecy. Prophecy is time. Okay? Time always tells, man. Okay? Now we go into and this is exactly we had some Muslims come up, and the Muslims said that the Quran, it pretty much fixes whatever was written in the Bible, and it corrects, the time and stuff like that. They say the Quran is the past, present, and future. So we had asked these Muslims, okay, well, if the Quran is past, present, and future, because we asked them to tell us what prophecy is in the Quran, what prophecy the Prophet Muhammad ever tell. Okay, now and if he is a prophet, he should know what is the last biggest prophecy. What is the last major prophecy that's going to happen on planet Earth, man? What is the last major prophecy that's going to determine our salvation? And then they sit up there, they was all looking around, looking crazy, man. It's just like, well, if the Quran, if Prophet Muhammad, you know, saying told us past, present, and future, and the Quran is past, present, and future. How come y'all always look around and look stupid when I ask y'all that, man? When we ask y'all that, we ask all you Muslims that. What is the last major? At least I personally do. What is the last major prophecy that's going to happen on planet Earth that's going to determine our salvation, man? And they can't tell you. They set up there the Quran is past, present, future. It fixes everything the Bible says. They ask, well, are you looking for something specific? Because you know they're asking me, well, you're just looking for something specific. What are you asking for? What are you looking for? Come on, man. It is specific. It tells you what the last major prophecy is going to be. The Bible tells you what the last major prophecy is going to be. That's going to happen on planet Earth. I'm talking about before the Lord's return. It tells you. It is specific. This is exactly why we go into prophecy, man. Something that a lot of these other Israelite camps don't do, man, and they're trying to now, but most of them butcher it. You need to stay out. A lot of y'all need to stay out of Revelation 13, man, because y'all always say something stupid. Let's read this. Matthew 20:24-6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. Where in the world did Prophet Muhammad ever say this, man? It says, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. Okay? See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation. This is the timeline, you know what I'm saying, that we looking out for. And how we know in the last days, look at this. Now, you could say that stuff like this has always happened. But we can all agree that, well, sure, you can say that it's happened before, right? And the earth has seen a lot of this stuff before. But was it always to this extent? You know what I'm saying? Was it always this severe? Because now people are more out of this world than ever, man. You don't know what's a male. You don't know what's a female these days. You know what I'm saying? People are driving extremely just erratic. It's just absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can agree that all of this stuff, you know what I'm saying, it may not, it's most of this stuff may not be new. But the Lord said we're approaching a time like no other on this earth. And right now, we're pretty much there. Right? Because again, everybody can agree that it was never this severe before. It was never this severe before. And everybody can agree with that. Okay? That should tell you what time we in. We've been in World War III for a little bit now. But now it's really starting to ramp up. Now we really get ready to get to World War III. You know what I'm saying? Things is get ready, man. Things is get ready to happen. You see $5 for a loaf of bread and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And we were saying 10, 11, 12 years prior that, yeah, these gas prices are going to shoot up. You know what I'm saying? These food prices, you barely walk out with a bag of groceries now. You're struggling to walk out with even a bag of groceries now. You know what I'm saying? And all you people do is walk around and vote and march and stuff like that. And it's just like, y'all have no idea what's happening to y'all. Y'all have no idea what's happening to y'all. This is exactly why we stay in prophecy, man. Okay? Or at least one of the reasons why we stay in prophecy. Is to spiritually prepare ourselves and to warn and edify, man. And to show the people exactly what time we're in. It's very important, man. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. But even against each other, right? You got the citizens of America just not united whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody talk trash on each other and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Right? So you got nation against nation, even nation against itself. Which that's all part of that nation against nation. Kingdom against kingdom. Even a kingdom against itself. But that's all part of that kingdom against kingdom. So while everybody's fighting each other, everybody's going to be well, fighting each other too, right? Internally and externally. Okay, it says, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Now, when you go into this word earthquakes, you're talking about commotions. Every time you turn around, it's always a protest about something. It's always a riot about something. Everybody's always marching. It's always another march about something, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of these marches are annually, so they they do it yearly, right? And it's just but why are they marching? Because it's still a commotion. You know what I'm saying? The woman march, that's a commotion. You know what I'm saying? The BLMs and stuff like which they've been quiet. You know what I'm saying? But it's all commotions. It's always a commotion about something. It's always a protest about something, and they happen in diverse places. This is also talking about earthquakes too, because it's over here in Maryland. Maryland don't get a lot of earthquakes. Maryland usually don't get a lot of tornadoes. But we've been having earthquakes, more frequent earthquakes, and more frequent tornadoes, man. So this stuff is happening out in diverse places. Everybody keeps talking about California is known for their earthquakes and stuff like that. Man, the whole world is getting ready to be known to have earthquakes, man. I think Japan just had another one. So yes, this is actually talking about actual earthquakes as well. Things is getting real out here, man. On to the natural disasters, on to these wars. You know what I'm saying? To these riots, to the prices, the price gouging, if as y'all call it. You know what I'm saying? And rent. You know what I'm saying? The cost of living. You know what I'm saying? It's everything about it. Everything about this place. These are the times that the Lord told us to look out for, man. This is how we can boldly tell you that yes, we are in the last days. I'm talking about the last of the last days. We've been in the last days for a little bit now, man. I mean, we in a last of the last days. Jacob's trouble, again, that's all prophecy, man. Okay? It says there shall be famines. So even when we being fed GMO foods and stuff like that, water without nutrients and stuff like that, right? That's all part of that famine. Why are you feeding us fake food, man? That's all it is, artificial food. Because we're in a famine. But that hard famine when even this artificial food ain't even gonna be around. Yeah, it's getting ready to get real out here, man. And we that's why it's easy for me to say that. See, that's why we gotta spiritually prepare ourselves. It's easy for all of us to say these things, man. But when we start living it, it's like it's a different story when you start living through it, man. And pestilences, okay, so sicknesses, and you also got the pestilence, the plague of the mind, man. People are starting to become more and more sicker, whether it be a virus sickness or whether it be mental sickness. People are really starting to get sicker out here, man. Right? By the day, by the hour, by the minute, by the second. People getting sicker and sicker out here, man. Right? So all these pestilences and stuff like that, the pestilence of the mind, the pestilence of and viral, right? It's all this is all part of the time that the Lord told us to look out for. Okay? It says, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these, watch it, all these are the beginning of sorrows. All these are just the beginning of sorrows. Meaning, it's getting ready to get way worse than that. But this is the timeline. Like the disciples, going back up here, the disciples asked him back in verse 5, or no, verse 3. So like in verse 3, the disciples asked him, "Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming?" So these are signs of his coming. These are signs of him being, getting closer. The time of the day of the Lord getting closer. Right? These are the things that he told us to look out for. So, it's several scriptures on that question, but this is the most simple one. You know what I'm saying? How do we know how close we are? Pretty much. I have no idea what I'm gonna title this video, but I might even title it that. How do we know how close we are to the end? these signs. Prophecy. Prophecy answers your question. This is why we don't do debates. What do them silly debates with Cy Netter, Cy Netter, and Hassad now. Want to run around and debate. We don't do no crazy debates with vocab and whoever wants to debate out there. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, that's all I got on this. Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Shalom.